Hey everybody, what's up? What's good? What's up? What's up? What's up? Little baby coming to the stage. Hey, 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 Belize. Mwah. Mimi, what's good? You already late, just show up. You know what? Ain't nobody doing all that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do that. Little baby. What's up, Gina Bina? Hey, Lot Queen. What's up? What's up, Star? Hey, Taurus. I got two of my stars in the building. What's up? Hey. Little baby, I'm gonna need you to calm down. What's up, Give Me Shelter? Hey, Brandon. What's up, Frida? Hey, Frida. B-Lo, what's up, girl? C Golden. Lula Joy. Kitty Capricorn. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This song does seem a little long today, though. I ain't gonna lie now. But it's about to end. We almost done. Hey, Diva Law. Hey, Danny. All right, y'all. I don't know why little baby is so impatient tonight. I don't know what's going on with her. But she's so impatient, okay? I don't know. All right, y'all. What's good? What's going on? So, a few things to get into tonight. A few little thingy things. Okay, Danny. I understand, girl. You know, do you. Where Abby at? Abby might be asleep. She said she was going to take a nap after she got off work. I hate to text her if she sleep. Because, you know, her sleeping pattern be crazy. All right, you guys. So let's get into it. Let's go ahead and jump into this. So, rumor has it. Okay, well, we're gonna start with. You ready?
I don't have it. Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
I mean, we're not ready. Okay. Because what's up, y'all? Now we're gonna start with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, since you don't care about none of the rest of the stuff we be talking about. So I'm gonna let you.
Well, what else you got going on? Let me know.
Well, we got Dr. Dre and his situation. We got we're gonna talk about the Gorilla Glue girl. We got an update on the Gorilla Glue girl.
Uh-huh.
We have Married at First Sight.
Okay, I don't watch that.
Okay, but you know, I can give you the rundown on that one, child, because it's crazy. And then we got a little bit of politics. That's all. Nothing too deep.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you have that one.
All right. Well, let's start with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. The reunion was last night. Have you put your reunion up yet? I mean, your review up yet for the reunion?
Hell yeah! I was one of the first one to do. What you talking about?
My bad. I'm still. We can revisit basketball wives because it's hard to talk from the chat, and I know you was trying to tell me something yesterday, so we can revisit basketball wives because I want to hear what you had to say about the basketball and the wives. So, how you feel about that reunion last night? Just overall, we'll get into the ins and the outs, but overall, how you feel about the reunion?
It was all right. You know, I think my biggest concern is I'm trying to figure out, one, why it deserves 3 parts. I understand. I know why we're getting 3 parts, because Andrew wanted to milk this shit for what he can. But if you think about some of the other franchises like Atlanta, I believe they had 1 reunion for season 1, or maybe 2. I know Jersey had 2. You feel like some of the newer ones, it's like they literally gave us the meat and potatoes and left everything else. Now, all this extra
you know, they got milk.
I know. It's exhausting. It is. But I mean, it was all right. I mean, it was decent. I mean, low key, it was kind of better than the whole damn season. Like low key.
Now listen, I'm not one of those people. Now I've already recorded my review. I just I'll upload it when we get off of here. But I was like, did I miss something? Because I do follow a lot of people on IG, but I don't be on the Twitter like that. And I know it goes down in the Twitter. Because Heather came on go. Like Heather was ready from the word go. She was coming for Lisa. And I thought her and Lisa had sort of kind of cleared the air by the end of the season, but it seemed like Heather was on it. And I was like, okay, so this stuff happened a year ago. I feel like somebody was on something. I mean, I don't know if it was seeing it played back.
I think that might have been it.
Yeah, because Heather was on go.
But not even just that, like, even though we didn't see it happen this episode, we know that Lisa and Meredith about to have some words with each other, which I'm like, okay, this was bound to happen. So I don't know.
Meredith was defending Lisa.
Yeah,
last night. She was defending Lisa.
But that's about to flip, and I can't wait.
So how you feel about how Lisa was acting? Because I feel like Lisa.
I felt like Lisa and what's that girl name? Jigsaw switched bodies or switched personalities. Because that's literally how that felt. Like, you got all this energy, but you ain't never had this energy for Jigsaw when you trying to talk to her. She cutting you off every few words. But you got heat for everybody. Mine is Mary. Ain't no, like, she had just a little bit of heat for Mary at the very end. But like, why are you on 10? Like, ma'am,
she was on 10 where go. But let me tell you what was funny when Mary was trying to get on Heather about basically taking shit from Lisa and was like, I mean, is this what friendship is? Is this what friendship is? And all that. And I mean, not Lisa, from Jen. And Jen gonna turn to her talking about take some of your own advice. And she was like, but I don't want to be your friend. That's what you're not understanding. I don't care. I said, you know what, Mary? That was hilarious. Mary was like, but I don't want to be your friend. So
Mary was shutting them all the way down. But I wonder one thing, because nobody had that smoke for her. I wonder if it's because since she is the only African-American woman on the cast, are they trying to tiptoe now? Because at this point it's already aired. So people like Jigsaw has their publicists telling them what to or what not to say. But I wonder if what they're trying to do is not go ham on her so Black Twitter don't be on that ass. That's what I'm wondering, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. It's interesting. I thought it was funny too when Lisa tried to come for Mary about how she talked to people down to the church, and she was like, don't bring my church. She said, I don't talk about your vodka or your tequila. Do not talk about my church. I said, oh, Mary came
right. But see,
Mary came ready.
But for Mary though, like, in doing that, it don't make you look good. But two, here's the other part, ma'am. You allowed them to shoot that scene.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, because you let them shoot that scene, it is now fodder. We can now talk about it. That's just like Meredith getting upset because someone's talking about her child. Yes, this is your child, but he is not a child. And he's the only child that I'm aware of that has a confessional. So boo-boo,
right. He had a whole confessional
game.
Right. Like, he really was like Real Housewife adjacent, okay? The whole season. So my thing is, I don't care, nor am I impressed. Like, you, and let's be clear, what Jen said wasn't wrong. Jen was like, he had a whole jogger, and that was his whole fashion show.
I think, Meredith even said, like, what she said was correct. It's how it came off. And I took it like, okay, you're saying something right, but you put extra on it. But no, and if this is your friend, like, real talk, whether you believe it or not, if this your friend, you not gonna say anything.
She put some sauce on it. Yeah, she definitely put some sauce on it.
You know, but I'm just saying, like if your good girlfriend got a kid and y'all on a reality TV show, but this is your friend, even if they ask you a question, you just gonna play it to them like, you know what, it was a great fashion line, and move it to the left because you don't want to do that. Oh, Abby, look like you got something to say. Come on, beautiful. You got the girls out and everything. What's happening?
You know that's what she like to do, child.
How I make my money.
Did you watch the reunion last night?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
I have, because I was up till 5 a.m. because insomnia is stupid. But
Lord,
you know, the internet went out here. It's still not back on.
Oh no.
Well, I have my own mobile hotspot. That's how I work from here.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So I don't, but I keep like my iPad and my phone on their Wi-Fi, so it's not to clog up when I'm working. So bastards. But no, I ain't. Who said anybody get caught? No wigs came off. Anything?
Not yet. It looks like.
No, but Lisa. Now, okay, is it me, y'all? And I know that you're a man, so you may or may not pay attention to these things. But is it me, or did Lisa's face look funny? Like something looked different. It might have just been her makeup. I don't know, but something, her nose, something looked off for me.
Honestly, because I was taking notes, I really wasn't paying too much attention to how people looked and whatnot. So I have nothing.
Okay.
She had the little Kim treatment. She came back with Riley's nose. What happened?
I mean, it to me, and again, it might not be something with the nose, but something just didn't. Something looked off. Y'all said
Look, I am the king of giving y'all an avatar. Don't be playing with me over here.
We know. But Lisa, she just seemed to be very defensive and very non-self-aware. Like she really didn't understand, or at least it seemed to me like she really didn't understand what other people's issue was with her. Like
I think what she should have done is she should have gotten her a PR person like Jigsaw did and had them run through what she wanted to say, what the issues were, so she could have came into this with a whole different approach. Because I can't speak for you or Abby, but what's not gonna happen over here is you not gonna sit here and give me all this, ratchety bull, but then next moment you want to sit here and weaponize your tears so that Andrew can sit here and go to another topic because you don't want to talk about this. Like I'm not gonna do this with you, not today. I'm not.
Right.
I mean, either. We're gonna address why you crying.
She was crying because.
Why is you crying?
Because she was.
They brought up how her ass sent her kids the voicemail.
And what would happen? Like something would have happened,
Yeah. Noxima, help me find out why this little boy in drag is crying. There's nobody got time for that. I don't have any sympathy. You sent them to voicemail because you was working, and they knew you were working, and they didn't want shit. So you send them to voicemail. That's not
the point. Okay. To me, that's not the point. The point is she didn't know that they didn't want nothing. Yes. She didn't know if anything was wrong. Her kids were by themselves with a teenager. She says, well, they've got a full-time nanny. Well, that ain't who they was with that day. Because if that's their nanny, then I want to know her. I want to know what she putting on her face every day. Because she was a whole high school student with your kids.
First of all,
you saw that they were calling. You did not know if something was wrong. Now, you answered the phone and wasn't nothing wrong. You cussed them out. I'm here for all of that. But you didn't know. Yeah,
but as a parent, I know my kids. As a parent, I know my kids. The motherfuckers really want nothing. And if it's for real important, they know to text me so I can see, Ma, we need something to happen. Answer the phone. She knew them damn kids didn't want nothing. That's why she didn't answer the phone.
No, well, we're gonna have to disagree with that one, child. We're gonna have to disagree with that because I just feel like, to me, I just feel like that's just me. That's my I just got an issue with that. But whatever.
You don't have that fuck them kids in your system. That's why, because you ain't.
What?
You ain't had to cultivate that fuck them kids. Because they ain't got on your nerves that bad to it.
See, I don't care about them getting on your nerves. You are not at home. Your children is with a teenager and they are calling you. You don't answer the phone. I got a problem with that, but okay.
Well, even when I was those kids' age and my mom, was out working, I had her work number. Now, she did tell me, don't call my work number.
Unless it's an emergency.
You call me, it best to be important. So, but if I called, she answered the phone. And if it was something crazy because she was around a whole lot of people that don't look like us, she couldn't quite go the hell off on me like she wanted to. But it was, I'm going to fuck you up when I get home. But the job like this.
Listen here. When I get home, I'm going to knock you out. Do you understand? Get on.
And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. My thing is, It'd be different if she answered the phone and that's what they gave, and it was some bullshit. Then I'm here for the ass whooping that's coming. But she didn't know, is all I'm saying. Anyway, it's neither here nor there, child. Neither here nor there. She had a problem with the fact that people, because there were people like me who said the same thing I'm saying. And then she was like, my kids are with a nanny and I have a concierge doctor on call. They were okay. I love my kids. And I'm like,
I wouldn't even have gave.
But I think, but it was deeper than just that, because if you see at the very end, she was getting uptight because I guess people were coming at her for, not cooking for her kids, giving them, takeout and everything. Which for me, I don't care. If you feeding your kids, you feeding your kids. Now I do understand you probably shouldn't be giving them takeout all the time because it's overly processed food. But damn it, if you feeding your kids, I can't say nothing about you feeding your kids. If you give them essentials, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, I'm not judging nobody on that. I ain't gonna judge nobody on that.
Right.
Because like I said, her kids got water, food, they can wash their butt, they got clean clothes, a roof over their head. If they got all that, I ain't got nothing to say. Parent your kids how you parent your kids. But I ain't everybody else, so
I just so you know, I can't see the comments, so I'm not ignoring anybody if they've said hello. What's going on? I feel so deprived in this situation.
Exactly, watermelon sugar. I'm with you on that one, girl.
Watermelon sugar got 700 kids. She don't count. Don't count. Nope.
It seems to me like that would be the opposite. Like she would count extra.
No, because clearly she likes kids. So no, she don't count.
Well, all right. So what's the next topic?
Okay. Hold on. Let me just look at my notes again. We talked about this, huh?
Watermelon sugar just said, now wait a minute.
Right, watermelon sugar said, hold on.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
And listen, watermelon sugar ain't got nothing to do with me either, baby. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
She got my phone number. She can text me. She know I love her.
Yeah. So I thought it was interesting that it was Lisa's birthday when they had the party for Meredith. But did you see how they edited it out? So they didn't even want us to know it was Lisa's birthday. Like, wow. Like that was crazy.
They don't care about people's feelings.
How do you feel about the situation with Meredith and Brooks and Jen, with them making a big deal about Jen said she didn't show that boy her hoo-ha. He said he saw her hoo-ha. I don't know.
What I'll say is my biggest concern with, like, I don't really care about the situation, to be honest with you, and here's why I don't care. I was raised in such a way that you got grown folk and grown folk business. Mm-hmm. Okay. Even now, I'm 34 years old. I don't sit up under my mom. Granted, we live on 2 separate floors. She's in her apartment, I'm in mine. If she got company, I ain't sit up under her in her company, because that ain't got nothing to do with me. I was raised where you see grown folks out, go get you some business, go in your room. This ain't got nothing to do with you. So you have these. Now he's an adult, yes, but he ain't grown. You got 2 grown women. Why are you sitting amongst these grown women? This ain't got nothing to do with you. Go get you some adult male business and take your ass on somewhere. So for that, he shouldn't have been there. But because he was there, there is a certain level of decorum. And because you are a grown ass woman, you probably shouldn't be doing this in front of a young man. That is very inappropriate.
Okay.
That ain't got, his sexual orientation ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Now, an issue that I did have,
I think she treats him like he's one of the girls. That's why.
Okay, but guess what? But he not one of her friends.
I was gonna say, even if he was one of the girls, that's still my friend's child, and I'm not gonna act like that in front of my friend's child.
As a part of the Ear Hustle Coalition, and I learned to be so still when grown folks was talking, so I could catch it all, and you just like you fade into the wallpaper, you just don't move, you just sit there.
But he don't do that. He don't fade into nothing.
That's what I'm saying. He he ain't never learned that part of the game to just sit there and listen. And then once grown folks leave, then if you feel it's burning in your spirit, first of all, you really shouldn't say nothing to nobody about whatever you hear grown folks is talking. That's number one. Yeah. Number two, what he really needs to be concerned about is them spring summer joggers that he done put on these people runway. That's what you need to be concerned about, and not these grown folks' business.
Actually, I just want to bring some up.
Joggers all in different colors.
Now, really, I know you finna get to it, but I want to talk about this because this was real heavy on my spirit. Because Meredith got me fucked up because her son got her fucked up. She just don't know it. Because let Jigsaw tell it the real reason he was upset because she was smoking in the house. And I'm sitting there like, well, first and foremost, that is her house. She is the adult that pays the mortgage. Even if it's already paid off, she paid the taxes on the house. She paid the bills in the house. If she wants to smoke a cigarette in her house, if he has to walk into his room, that is her house. And even if you pay a bill, that is still her. When I tell you, okay, now I'm about to get upset all over you because that had me messed up. Like, you don't get an opinion about what I do in my house.
Ain't paying bill the first. And if you don't like it, take your raggedy ass on outside of my house. And
you know what? And if he does have that big of a deal, why he saved up all his money for this dang on tracksuit, whatever endeavor, he should have used that money to go get his own place. Because you ain't finna sit here and question me about nothing that I do in my house. You will not. Period.
Because I'll take the door off the hinges to your room. If
you better let it be known. Okay. All right, so I mean that's pretty much what it was. Y'all know since it's 3 episodes, you know we was just scratching the surface, wasn't getting too deep into nothing. Now y'all, I know that, like I said, I know some of these topics you may or may not care. You can drop off whenever you like. You know, you always welcome to stay, but I know sometimes you be like, this don't have nothing to do with me.
Can I just mention something right quick?
Sure, go for it. Mention it.
Because since I finally got caught up, Abby, I just want to quote: "You may hit a lot of things, but you won't hit me."
Oh, did you get caught up on the Tamisha Iman, honey?
I watched it and I saw it, and I'm sitting here like Missy Iman walked up like a dude, just like. And what you been? When I tell you, I hollered. I'm like,
you might do a lot of things, but what you won't do,
not gonna do. That I'm not gonna be too many more of your bitches.
Look, Candy Moose did not want none of that energy. She ain't want none of the.
Not Candy Moose. Nothing. Oh no.
Yeah. Her whole name.
I said it. I said it, and I meant it. Every bit of it.
I know.
I just wait for her to be eliminated because the other thing I forgot to say was her lip sync was not all of that. Like it wasn't like she slayed Tamisha Iman. Let's be clear. She didn't do all that. It wasn't that. It was not that deep. Okay?
No, see, obviously that was production because if we gonna keep it all the way 1,000, Missy Iman shouldn't even been in the bottom 2. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. This was totally production, but the way that RuPaul does it is when it's these group challenges, he never mentions if you will be judged as a group or individually because they want to see how things gonna play out. He's abreast to what is being produced, and he wanted this moment, and obviously he's going to keep Candy Moose because she is going to give the drama to keep the ratings going. Right. And I think also it was a fear of the colostomy bag and what could have come of that. Yeah. But the fact that you have Missy Iman that was given, culture, giving background, educating everybody that was there, and also gave us that infamous moment. I would have kept both of them there just for the sake of let me get 2 more good episodes.
Yeah, because I think that would have kept going. I think that would have kept going.
Drag Race is famous for allowing storylines like that with conflict played over 4 or 5 episodes. Like the Coco and Alyssa shit played out for half the season.
Oh my gosh, yes it did.
Now, why we get 1 episode and then she gone? That don't even make sense.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I really think it was a health thing. I really think she just wasn't ready, health-wise. But she definitely, she has a talent on that. But I really,
the whole hula hoop thing, like, come on now. You can't tell me that was truly meant for that. Like, again, I watch reality TV enough to know what is being staged and what is a production.
Hula hoops are not 70s. Like, hula hoops came out in the 50s, so it didn't even have a connection to the 1970s. Like, there wasn't even no connection with that.
I don't know.
Anyway, but we're gonna. Well, like I said, I know we're gonna see her again. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I would love to see her as a judge with all of her, with her pedigree and her knowledge. I would love to see her up there as a judge.
Me too.
To be honest with you, but anyway,
I just wanted to bring that up to let y'all
agree,
know.
little baby. I definitely think we're gonna see her on either on All Stars or on season 14. I definitely think she's gonna come back. I definitely think she's gonna
prefer her to see her on All Stars. Fuck this regular shit.
I'm with you. Listen, I'm with you. All right. Well, let's talk about this. So over the weekend, they had this thing called the Super Bowl go down. Okay, down to the Tampa Bay, and really, y'all. And 50 Cent.
I ain't watching.
Well, 50 Cent. We ain't talking about the Super Bowl. I'm just saying. 50 Cent decided to throw a party down to a private airport hangar. I guess he figured it was a big enough space that everybody could social distance and he'd be good. But here's the problem. And the party was expensive to get into. I mean, the tickets started in the hundreds and it went up to like as much as 7,000 a ticket. I'm sure that was for VIP and all that other bullshit. So this wasn't no, this wasn't no $10 at the door, $15 after 11 type situation. Okay. The problem is though,
ladies getting free till 9.
Right. The problem is not only did he break fire code because he had too many people there was no mask and there was no social distancing. So the mayor wanted to investigate, and it says here that what ended up happening is that the St. Petersburg officials revoke Sky Addict Aviation, that's the private airport where he had his party, lease after 50 Cent's Super Bowl party and gives them 180 days to leave. Now, let me say this. I got two problems with this. My first problem with this is, what we gonna you're not gonna find 50 Cent? Like, I mean, it was his party. Y'all not gonna find 50 Cent. Well, he knew how many. Wait a minute, hold on. He knew how many tickets he sold. He knew all of that. So yes, the facility should have shut the party down and all of that. I get that part. But 50 Cent don't get punished. My second problem is he wasn't the only one that had a party that weekend that wasn't social distance. We're gonna get everybody else. With the rest of the clubs, they're not gonna get punished.
They're not gonna get punished because they're clubs and that's their primary function. This nigga decided to take something that's not their primary function. Or hanger is not for parties. So they not. So you gonna find a club for being a club? They don't even.
No, if they go over, no. Part of the problem is that they weren't wearing masks, they weren't socially distanced, and they went over the fire code. At a club, that's still a violation, even if it's a regular club. That's a violation.
I mean, but like here in Chicago with the COVID stuff, especially when it was really ramped up, you had people outside the door using the app to tick how many people were in, and like, hold on, we gotta wait. Okay, 2 people came out. Okay, 2 people can come in. So they could have made it to where, like, regardless of how many tickets you sold, which you probably should have just sold enough. And I understand some people sell more tickets because not everybody's gonna come and you gonna still recoup the money, but you gotta keep a tab on that. And the whole not wearing a mask, though, that is 50's responsibility, is also a personal responsibility. So if anybody catch the vid, guess what? I don't care, and you deserve to catch it. And you can go ahead and let natural selection happen. I said it. And these comments of those are of Yocrates and not of Really BTV.
Thank you for Really B. I agree with everything you said. If you decided in your infinite wisdom that it would be smart to take your ass somewhere with 50 Cent, who already look like he don't know how to wash his nuts good, and not wear a mask, then you get whatever you got coming to you.
Oh, I disagree. 50 Cent, 50 Cent could get it. I'm sorry. I love 50 Cent.
He looks dirty. Looks like
he does not know. No, like Lil Wayne looks dirty to me. 50 Cent looks clean as a whistle, child.
It looks he look like his cum is thick and didn't turn your stomach up. No, thank you. I don't want it.
Not me. He could come and get this. 50 Cent, I'll leave you with a quarter.
Ew. Not.
I was just wondering why 50 Cent, like out of all these venues, like they said that the whole Super Bowl, they was worried about the whole Super Bowl being a super spreader. And I just was wondering why 50 Cent, the only one that I, whose names I seem to see, child. But anyway.
Because niggas don't believe fire burn till they on fire.
Lock Queen said Lil Wayne sexy, y'all tripping. I really hope I was waiting for the LOL to come behind that. I need LOL.
Because that nigga look like a burnt cricket. We're not doing it.
He does. There's nothing. It's nothing.
It's not
attractive about Lil Wayne. I'm sorry.
Those little worm guys from Black. Like if you
well, you know what, Amber, that is true because it is Florida. Y'all act like Florida and Atlanta act like the Rona just ain't happening. Y'all just act like it ain't happening.
They're like, we hurricanes and tornadoes all the time. This is fine. We just okay.
All right. So I have an update on Gorilla Glue Girl. Got an update.
Hey, I saw it.
Yeah. So it looks like Beverly Hills plastic surgeon Dr. Michael Bing, I hope I pronounced his name right,
Amen.
Performed her glue removal surgery, and he actually did it for free. And they had a combination of acetone. I told you acetone, Ebby. Acetone, olive oil, and acetone, olive oil, and something else. It was a solution of acetone, olive oil, and something else.
I hope some goo gone.
Something else, child. And so they were able to get it out. And again, he did it for free for her.
Good.
And it's a black man. It's a black man.
Come on, Dr. Bing. All right, Dr. Bing. Come on.
So I'm glad that she got the glue out her hair.
She said people, I don't know who came up.
Take her 15 minutes of fame. I hope she does something with it. I don't know, create something.
Well,
she's got on Instagram. She's got like over 4,000 followers. Like she's definitely, Go ahead.
I just want to say that she has been on her mince meat pie Shrekina lately, striking channels that have been using her video in their videos.
Well, I didn't use her video. I did use her picture as a thumbnail, but I did not use her video.
I'm just letting y'all know because it happened to somebody that I know that his channel got struck because he included part of the video. So I think that
I need to let Jada know because I think Jada did a video.
Yeah, you might want to talk to him. But this woman, she it seems like she's going to ride this 15 minutes, and with her having a agent or whatever, I think they're probably going to start sending cease and desist, striking channels, and all this other stuff. So for anybody that's a content creator that has her video in your video, hurry up, go in and edit her out.
Okay, hold on. I'm texting Jada right now so I don't forget.
Yeah, she got to do it now, and then she'll remember.
I'll forget.
She'll forget, and then we be having a whole conversation about something different in 2 weeks, and she'd be like, "Oh my God, I got to text Jada."
But I just want to say that. But even with me saying I don't care, like with this lady, I don't care. You got I say you play a stupid game, you win a stupid prize. I don't care that you dumb enough to sit here and put Gorilla Glue on your hair, and you did it purposefully, intentionally. So you got what you got. The only thing that I will say is I hope and I pray that
don't do me, Xavier.
God smiles on her and allows for her hair to not only grow back, but it grows back undamaged. Hopefully her scalp is not damaged.
When you saw the finished video, like it was on TMZ and stuff, her hair, she had to cut her hair, but it's short, but she got her edges and everything. Like it looks like I'm sure it's gonna take a while, and they're gonna have to probably keep washing. Oh, that's thank you, little baby. It was medical grade, and so it was a medical grade adhesive remover. Acetone and olive oil was the solution that they used to get it out of hair.
Well, look, all I'm gonna say is this: she finna be looking like Tamar on the scalp, but don't nobody really care. So, what's the next topic?
can't do this, but both of y'all just be 1-2 me. Okay. This falls under the topic of things we really don't care about, but I'm gonna go ahead and mention it.
Like the previous topic, but okay. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll behave. I'm sorry.
He gonna be good. What that topic is?
Allegedly,
oh God,
Dr. Dre is dating April Jones. Now, there's a lot of things wrong with this story. Wait a minute. First of all, hold on. Dr. Dre just had an aneurysm. Last I checked, he was in ICU on his way home from Cedars-Sinai with a nurse around the clock. Now he going out on a date. Yesterday, he was spotted at an LA steakhouse with April Jones. April Jones is a okay. I try not to shame women, okay, but April Jones, she up there with the Lori Harveys of the world. Now I can't be mad at her come up though, because Dr. Dre damn sure got more money than Lil Fizz. Let's be clear. But he also owed it up to be her daddy. So
I mean, she got daddy issues, so she went out and got her. I mean,
y'all just let me know when I get y'all my commentary.
Listen,
go ahead, Abby, and then you can go.
Let's think about Miss Jones. We don't care about you and your used up pussy, daughter. We don't care. If you clearly you have daddy issues. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing leapfrog from dip to dip. So therefore, now that you done found you a daddy, hopefully you can sit your hot ass down somewhere if he don't break up with you for fucking Fizz on this family reunion. Moving
on. So what I have to say is a two-parter. First and foremost, Miss April Jones, I'm gonna need for you to be smart with this move right here. Make sure you get your money up front. If he buys you anything, make sure it appreciates and not depreciates in value. Let's be smart about
it. Allegedly, he got her a 2021 Range Rover for her birthday. Allegedly.
Hell. So anyway, but on the second part, what I'm gonna say is, Nicole Young, you not fooling me. I know a scheme when I see it, because see what you did, and I'm here for it, baby. See what she did is she went and got the hot box that is April Jones and said, look, we're gonna work a deal. He already had an aneurysm. He was on the doorstep of the Lord already. So you go over there, throw it in the press circle for him, send him back to the hospital because we ain't yet divorced yet. So I can go ahead and get half, or better get everything. I know this is a scheme that Nicole Young had. With the, I know a scheme. I know one, but hey, get it how you live. I said it.
Oh,
you heard it here first, people.
My God, on today. God.
I mean, I don't disagree with nothing he just said, though.
Your best listen.
I'm just saying, I ain't mad at nothing. She just said.
Look, you know when you have me over here, you know what you gonna get. Okay, so just gotta throw that out there. You know what you're getting having me over here.
Listen, here's what I know. Ariane still don't care. And he got his kids, so you could flip over backwards, bitch, if you want to. Do it on the dick. Do it. He don't care, girl. He don't.
Listen, Omarion is if you Google unbothered, it is a picture
gonna come up.
He is unbothered by all of it.
Completely.
All right. Issa Rae, excuse me. We are all saddened by the ending, this being the last season of Insecure.
I never watched it.
I loved it. I love Insecure. But Issa Rae has landed a new comedy series called Rap Shit. Well, SH, asterisk T. It's going to be co-executive produced by the City Girls, and it is going to be on HBO. So it's a comedy show, and I can only imagine it's going to be full of fuckery and fuck shit, because Issa Rae is damn hilarious, and rap shit. I can only imagine. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm here for it.
Oh, I'm so glad you're excited. I have yet to laugh at anything Issa Rae has ever done in her entire life. So sure. I'm happy for y'all. Woo! Next. What's the next topic?
I'm about to just kick both of y'all off.
What I do? All I said is I never watched it. That's it. I didn't say nothing crazy. I didn't say nothing crazy.
Go black girl, because I'm rooting for everybody black and I want her to succeed. I just don't find her funny. I don't.
Well, I do. I think she's funny. I like what she does.
I like the fact that she champions her people.
Blackness.
She was on one red carpet and they asked her who you want to win. She was like, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. I was like, oh.
Change the lexicon for us to say it out loud, and we appreciate her for that. I also appreciate her for kicking baby girl out that party. Not that enough for baby girl when she got put out that for her friend party. Now that was some good shit.
She was like, I have nothing to do with that. That does not involve me, ma'am. I don't have nothing to do with that.
That and girl said, I'm on TV shows and get out. You can't come in here. It's for Black Hollywood. We don't care. We don't like you. Get out.
Yeah, DMV, you know Young Rich be clowning in the chat. I don't even pay her no attention anymore. You know she be clowning. Young Rich is a fool. All right. So we about to move into politics a little bit. Michigan GOP hopeful Austin Shingy, I guess, a Black Army veteran and businessman, the governor and Governor Gretchen Whitmer's first Republican challenger, announced that if elected, he will abolish Black History Month in favor of an American History Month. He says that Black History Month is offensive and unfair. Bitch. Every month is American History Month. What the fuck are you talking about, sir? And this is a black man. Yes, I said it. This is a black man.
This is the literal interpretation of all skin folk and
kinfolk.
How dare you, nigga? I hope your white friends call you nigga and spit in your face so you know what the fuck you talking about. Have you lost your black ass? All right. Because it's going to go real left because I'm going to get real ugly. Go ahead. Somebody say something. Because this nigga that lost his... I hope Mama finds out and comes and whoops your ass. Bastard.
I'm going to say this in the most polite way, and now that L. Teddy is here, I'm pretty sure he'll go low because I'm going to go high. But what I'm going to say is...
No. When they go, we go to hell.
Right. And the infamous words fucking not even when they go low, I go to hell. Okay.
But what I'm going to say to this individual is, first and foremost, regardless of how you think you appear in the world, you still look like us. You may quote unquote have a seat at the table, but you will still be treated like us. When it comes to African American History Month, it is one sad that we have to have a month to have our history displayed.
I don't know what
not just that, one of the shortest months. But it is crazy how European American history is taught year round, but for us, we need an elective. For African Americans such as myself, I was privileged enough to actually have it in my school. But for most African Americans, we have to pay for college to sit here and learn about our history that has been whitewashed, that is denied of us. So for that, you can sit here and you can swallow a grenade, let it explode in your intestine, and then go talk to the Lord, and then come back to me. But
that's high. That's going high.
That is the nicest way that I can say.
Just trying to see what the bar is. Just trying to see what the bar is.
That is the nicest way that I can say it.
I just want to know what a bar is.
I'm just asking, where's the bar? You know.
All right. So let me tell you what happened.
The bar tapered off towards the end. I was doing good, but it tapered towards the end. It tapered.
So I'm gonna read you the story, El Teddy, and then I'm just gonna I'm just gonna give you the floor, sir. I'm just gonna give you the floor. You may already be familiar with this. Okay. GOP hopeful Austin Shingy.
Shingy, that's Michigan. I already know. We talked about it on Silly Saturday.
Okay. I thought you had mentioned this already.
Yeah.
Would you care to
reiterate? No, it wasn't Silly Saturday. It was the other day.
It wasn't Silly Saturday. It was the other day when you were. I'm about to say it wasn't Silly Saturday.
Me and Ty were live.
Yes. Because remember, I was out running around. I wasn't in that live after I cussed Ty out.
Yeah.
So I mean, would you care to reiterate how you feel about this situation?
Sure. I'll try not to go down
You know what
They
really
did.
be? How about you just pull us out and just let him have the full screen? Let him have
That's
his
what I,
moment.
You
yeah,
know
that's
what?
what I said. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're just gonna give El Teddy the
Mhm.
whole. We're just gonna give El Teddy the whole.
Well, hello. How art thou? How is everyone? Let me say this. First of all, this is a young man who immigrated to America from Nigeria. Okay, let's start there. So, sir, we here in America don't look to you to tell us what to do, when to do, and how to do it. I need you to go back over there and figure out your own country. See, you want to have revisionist history. If we really want to go history, let's talk about the history of your country, sir. The very same country that hundreds of years ago, let's go 400 years ago or so, around there, when we had leaders and kings in your country that sold their own people, which is the whole reason why we're over here, your country and others. Let's start that. Let's talk about the train wreck that is the government and administration over in the country of Nigeria. Shall we go back down the road of all of the genocides? Shall we go all down the road of all of the political and civil unrests that you have had over there? But you want to tell us about when and how we should celebrate our history? Let's talk about this. Let's also talk about a lot of Black people outside of the bounds of those of us Black Americans, Black people born here in America. Let's talk about those who immigrate here or who are originally from other places, and how they look down on us Black Americans with disdain, how they look down on us as if with this elitist mentality, as if they're better than us. Mind you, every opportunity that you're being afforded in these yet to be United States, every dollar you earn in these yet to be United States, and every step you take higher on a rung in the ladder of success is because of us. Let us be clear. So we are not going to let him sit up there and tell us when and how and why we need to do such and such. See, this is what all of those Black Republicans do. And if you notice, I've talked about this before. Y'all ever notice how the Black Republicans, the ones that's real gung-ho about, oh, we need to do away with affirmative action and Black people don't need nothing, is the blue blackest motherfuckers on the face of the planet? I mean, you know, it's usually not the light brights. It's usually the blue black, the Clarence Thomases and Alan Keyses and Senator Tim Scotts of the world. And what's my boy name who owned Godfather's Pizza and died a couple years ago because he was stupid enough to follow Donald Trump? It's always those motherfuckers that want to come up here and tell us what we got to do. What I need you to do, sir, is pick up a history book and learn our history first before you tell us when and how we can celebrate it. I'm sorry, that was a little light rant. I had a problem. I thought about that thing for a little bit, just for a little bit, because the audacity for you to come and tell you ain't telling Jewish people not to celebrate Jewish History Month, which is in April. Is that April? Yes, it's in April.
It's Holocaust Remembrance Month, but it's in
Right.
April.
You're not telling them to forget theirs. You're not telling the Hispanics in March to forget about, or October, excuse me, not March, October to forget about Hispanic Heritage Month. You're not doing any of that. But you want to talk about us.
Or Women's History Month, which is March.
Why don't you just say get rid of all history months? But don't come up here telling me, oh, I'm not here. Did you hear the others say? He made other statements about Black people as well in his campaign. A mess. He's a whole mess.
He is a whole mess. So yeah, that was that. Thank you, El Teddy, for that rendition. We're passing the collection plate around.
I just want to say that he is running for governor in the state of Michigan, where they allow open carry guns in the governor's mansion. In the Capitol, militias can roll up on the governor at any given point, guns ablazing.
Isn't that where they was planning to
kidnap the governor? Yep.
Yeah. So okay, we get right. We're not gonna be on. I mean, thank you, El Teddy, for coming on. Now, did you look at the reunion for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? We did talk a little bit about that.
I did.
Did you want to add your 2 cents to that? About we already talked about it, but do you want to add your 2 cents to that?
You know, I didn't glean anything new.
Okay.
It was a lackluster reunion for me.
They never.
Like I didn't glean anything new that we already didn't know about the ain't shitness of these people, the racistness of the great state of Utah and the Mormon Church, excuse me, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, that would be that.
You know, it just was so lackluster to me. I did watch it and I forced myself to get through it, but you know, I was. Just as a side note, if any of y'all want to come on to have that discussion,
I was gonna make that announcement. You want me to make that? You want to make it now? I can make it now.
Yeah, you could go ahead. You can go ahead. I just didn't know you had something left.
Because we can get off of here in about the next 10 to 15 minutes at 8 o'clock or 8:30.
8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock, El Teddy is going to be on his channel discussing. Kirk Franklin has a new podcast, and Kirk Franklin made some comments and had a conversation on his podcast as it relates to the Black church. Well, go ahead. You say it.
It wasn't on his podcast. That's what I was going to say. He did an interview with somebody, and he talked about introducing his podcast.
Okay, that's what it was.
He made a lot of comments as he was being interviewed by that man regarding, you know, issues like Paula White conjuring up quote African spirits and talking about the stigma that he got when he was early in his career in gospel and how they didn't see it for him, and also talking about how the church has the Western version of Christianity, where you have the evangelicals that are out here propagating and proliferating racism and, you know, killing whole groups of people, as well as homophobia in the church. It was a really interesting conversation. It was a very interesting.
Right. So if you're interested in that, El Teddy's going to have a panel over on his channel at 8 o'clock to discuss.
If you go to my community wall, you can the link to the video is on my community wall. It's only like 20 minutes long, so there would, you know, it doesn't take long to get through.
Okay. So like I said, we got a little bit more to talk about, and then we're going to slide on out of here today. So this was the last day of the I guess the prosecution rest in the presentation of the impeachment trial of that dude. I'm gonna say this: I do not anticipate Donald Trump being convicted. However, I absolutely am impressed with the job that the Democrats did in the case that they presented. It's a compelling case. If anybody is thinking, without a biased mindset, it is absolutely a very compelling. I mean, they did a really good job of linking everything, his tweets, the video. They went so far. Today they went back to Charlottesville and the comments he made about Charlottesville as far as incensing people. They connected the people who were there to tweets and comments and other things where he praised the behavior. One of the guys who was there was the guy who organized the caravan that ran the Biden bus off the road in Texas. So I think they did a really, really compelling job. Now, again, I don't anticipate nothing, but I do think they did a good job. Go ahead.
Here is where, you know, like you said, really there's not an ice cube chance in hell of this happening, and that it's already decided that it's not going to happen. You had Rafael Cruz, several other senators, and a few congressmen this evening go to the Donald Trump's defense team and strategize what they're going to present at the defense tomorrow. Mind you, Rafael Cruz and the rest of these senators are part of the people that are part of this jury of people that are supposed to make a decision. So what part of legality, criminal justice system, penal code, judiciary branch is it where the jury gets to go and talk to the defense attorney and present the defense attorney arguments that they should be able to present in order to make them vote with them? Like, when does this happen? And these are people, mind you, like Rafael Cruz and most of these people who were, I should say, practicing lawyers who have degrees, law degrees, juris doctorates from assorted universities across the fruited plains, whose accreditation needs to be, called into question with what we got going on. So that's really me. You are absolutely right. They have already stacked the board and said, y'all can present all that you want to. We in the room with the. Do you know how they would have went in if Chuck Schumer and a whole bunch of other Democratic senators have went in and started saying, "Oh, we're gonna have whole conversations with the people that are presenting this stuff against Donald Trump." Do you know? Let me drink. I'm sorry. I'm muting myself. Mute.
I mean, you ain't told a lie yet, so I wasn't. You ain't told no lies. Abby, y'all, you got anything you want to add to that in reference to the last day? Now I will say this. There's a movement, again, not a snowball's chance in hell that this is going to happen either, but there is a movement where they're asking for a anonymous ballot. But again, I don't even think they can. I don't know if they can do that. Now I will say this: if by some snowball's chance in hell they can make it an anonymous ballot, I think we might have a chance. But as long as they have to put their name next to their vote, it's not going to happen.
I just want to know.
I was muted. To answer your question, they can. I don't know in terms of the parliamentary procedures of the Senate, whether or not what it takes. A lot of if you go down most parliamentary rules, standards, and law in most organizations, if you're doing any kind of voting, if one member asks for balloting, they can get ballot. At that point, you have to go to balloting. But that may not be the case for the Senate. They may have other rules in place. Other than that, I'll look it up.
I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah, but they can't. It's possible.
I'm not a constitutional scholar enough to. Well, I'm not a constitutional scholar at all. But what were you going to say, Abby?
Oh, I was just trying to figure out how far into hell are they gonna follow this man?
All the way.
Enough is enough. I like
all the way.
Your own lives were in danger, and you still. So you just gonna keep
all the way. And hell in a handbasket. Hell in a handbasket. Okay. I don't know if you guys remember. We talked about it on here, so I don't know if you guys remember me talking about some of the footage from the insurrection on January the 6th. There was a woman with a bullhorn that was given directions. She clearly knew. She clearly had access to a map or had intimate knowledge of the layout of the Capitol because she was directing people on where to go to get to certain senators' offices and things of that nature. She clearly knew. And I don't know if you guys remember that footage, but I did show it. And it was circulating on social media because that's when we were like, oh, this was clearly a setup. Like certain people knew stuff. Now, what we found out today, she came up today in the impeachment. But what we found out is that when the police raided her house, they found go bags, smashed cell phones, and firearm paraphernalia. Now, the only reason why people smash a cell phone is because they don't want you to be able to pull the data from the cell phone. How y'all feeling about that?
Is she aware that that's not how the shit is still in the cut? Okay.
Not if it's it may or may not be, but what I'm saying is, if you go back to the whole conspiracy, well, not the conspiracy, but the thought that they had help, that people gave them information, that they were communicating. Like the one thing that they showed today was how organized some, not all, but how organized some of those people that showed up on January the 6th. It wasn't no fluke. They were very organized and they had a plan.
I just wonder, is you dumb or is you stupid? Like, why would you still have it in your house?
Yeah,
and not disposed of it? Like,
ain't she in jail?
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, none of them thought they was doing
doing
nothing wrong.
The judiciary system right now, and there was a case some years ago, and I've not heard it changing, but cell phone companies and things like that do not release, even if they don't subpoena, telling a cell phone company to unlock somebody's phone, or send them stuff from somebody's cloud, come from their cloud space and stuff like that. There was a case that Apple won about the legality and constitutionality of, because there was a case where they wanted to get information off of somebody's phone. And so in the lawsuit, it included not only unlocking someone's phone, but also sending information down from a cloud or something like that. And it was deemed that it was not legal to do that. So if she smashed her phone to the point where you couldn't get anything off of it, regardless of whether it's on the cloud or not, it would be admissible.
Right. And burner phones don't basic burner phones ain't doing all that. You ain't getting no clouds and all that. Burner phone for a reason. Like that is why criminals use it, because it is a burner phone for a reason. What about oh hell no. I'm sorry. What about what were you gonna say, y'all?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. Ed, what were you saying?
I didn't say anything. I hope they're all burning here.
Okay. Well, Xavier, you asked the question a few seconds ago. The Church for Latter-day Saints and the Mormon Church, it is the same thing. Church of Latter-day Saints and the Mormon Church, it's the same thing.
That's the black pants and white short sleeve button-up shirt with the black tie.
Come to your door as I ask question. You don't worry, I'm not even.
And the bikes.
Mm-hmm. They don't come to my door.
Say they don't come to my door. Okay, before I leave,
them know the Jehovah's Witnesses, because I entertain them. They get mad at me. I had some.
Listen, that's like my women. That's my best. My best friend's mom. She was like that. The Jehovah's Witnesses stopped coming to their house because her mama would invite them in, them to sit down and be like, let's have Bible study together. And they was so done with her by the time it was over with, honey. They was like, yeah, we won't ever knock on that door again.
Well, I just don't like, if you will have people out here evangelizing, can you make sure they're fully equipped for the job?
Right. I mean, you rolled up on the wrong house.
Questions and they stuck.
Like, I'm Jewish, but trust when I say I know the New Testimony as well. And when I was in North Carolina hanging out with my brother, you know, they came to his house and it was an older man, a young lady. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't like this pairing. And it was the whole, well, who runs the world? I'm like, well, technically we run the world because we have the dominion, but we've given our power to Satan. So is that the answer that you wanted? And he's looking like, and then he's like, well, let her read to you. And I'm looking like, oh, so you wasn't ready for me, were you? Oh, you wasn't ready. And I'm like, I gave you a little bit. I didn't even go all the way to scripture. I gave you a little. I'm like, oh, y'all wasn't ready. They never came back to that house. They don't even come over here where I'm in my norm. They don't come over here. I'll be ready for when y'all want to have a conversation. I can make some coffee. We can have some, cookies and everything. What's happening? What's popping?
Not the tea and crumpets.
Okay.
I just sooner come in boxes only, say, hey, let's do this. Legs cocked wide open the whole time. Y'all sit over there across from me, legs just wide open and slanging and dangling. Yeah, let's go. Come on now.
Hell, Teddy's trying to say.
Yeah, that's a way. That's a way to get your name off the list too.
Exactly.
Thank you, Lady T. Hey, Lady T. Anybody else that came in, we can rate it. So before I get ready to get out of here, first of all, thank you guys again for popping on. Don't forget, El Teddy is going live in about 21 minutes over there to talk a little bit about the Black church. That should be definitely an interesting conversation, you guys. Don't forget, Shop Avon. The link has been dropped. My wonderful mod, Watermelon Sugar, has been dropped. Huh?
Does Avon sell lube? I'm asking because people might want to buy it. It's profitable. Everybody.
How did we?
Like I said,
nobody's supposed to.
Why do we always gotta mute him? Why? We were almost good. We almost made it out. He ain't been on here for 15 minutes.
They might sell it. You never know. Did you look in the catalog?
El Teddy, did you watch the Web Life reunion? Speaking of lube.
That's my goal tonight. I just finished episode 7, so I'm gonna do my review for episode 7 tonight, and then after that, I'm gonna watch the reunion and do my review for the reunion.
No, when you watch it, that's what we need.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that tonight. That's my plan for tonight.
Okay, so get your Avon We got all kinds of wonderful things.
Avon
Check it out. We got all kinds of wonderful things.
See, wonderful things.
Shut up. Check it out.
Wow. That's horrible.
Please get your Avon. Also, if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also check out all my wonderful panel members that are up here. Their names, you got Yocrates, Abby Reviews, El Teddy 27 in the house of debauchery.
Why was there this, you went down the whole octave. You was happy for everybody else. They said El Teddy 27. You went down a whole octave.
Like, the last 5 minutes, sir. The last 5 minutes. The last 5 minutes.
I just want to say for those who come over to see me, I am a fool over on my channel too. So if y'all think I cut up over here, I do cut up over there too. The only thing is because this is her platform, I can't go all the way. I don't care on my channel. So if y'all want to see me just cut the food, just jump on over.
Yeah. But that's what I said. Subscribe. Now I need 15 more subscribers to get to my next goal, which is 5,000. So
I'm gonna think about 4 of my troll accounts because I think
I created 4 new troll accounts. Yes, I need all.
I created 4 new troll accounts like a couple weeks ago.
Well, I need all of them. I need you to subscribe from all your accounts, all of them. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. And you done made me lose my damn train of thought now. Oh, yeah. Okay, I think I said it all. Now, El Teddy, you can go ahead and go because I know you got to get ready to go live. But real quick, y'all, before we get off of here, what did you want to say to me yesterday about the basketball of the wives that I didn't catch?
Nothing.
You sure?
Yeah. Look.
Okay. We can talk about it next week. Next week, after next week's episode, we can go live and we can talk about it.
Also, really be because I love you, and I'm gonna be watching your Wire reviews. The man's name is Carcetti.
I got your text. I got your voicemail. Thank you.
Okay, because you called him 16 different days and none of them was right. I said, "Oh God, no."
Listen, I would have got it eventually. And thank you, little baby, for Weebay. Thank you.
Weebay that you was talking about.
No, wait a minute, hold on. No, Weebay is the one I knew. Wasn't Weebay?
Weebay is the little boy who's dead. Weebay's son is the one who ended up living with Bunny.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Listen, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, little baby gave it to me. Shit. I don't know. Damn it. Anyway.
But really, I did want to ask, did you actually watch Basketball Wives on TV and gave them, your viewership, or did you find it on a different place like I did?
Ain't nobody got time for all that. I watched it. I'm sorry. Okay. I watched it on TV.
It was on my.
Steve Golden. I called Prez Beluski pastrami sandwich. That's what I called him. That was pastrami sandwich.
No, I mean I'm only asking because, like I said, as long as Carlette, O'Neal, Master Splinter, O'Nostrils, O'Neal Ass is on this damn show, I'm not watching it on TV. I'm not Huluing it. I'm not doing none of that. Now, point
to her on the dog. Tell to the dog where she hurt you at. What happened? What she did to you?
First and foremost, I don't like her. Number one. Number two, I've been watching this show since it aired, and I did a video literally detailing how effed up of a person she is based off of what she has shown on TV. Her people literally struck the hell out. And this was years ago. Struck that video all the way down because I made a whole lot of sense because she is not a good person. She is very vile. And rather than let things happen organically, she's made it to where you cannot talk about her or say anything to her in a negative fashion because she will use her EP title to sit here and scare you. She is not a real person. And then with what has happened with OG, what happened with Cece, what has happened to countless other women on this show, primarily what happened last season, and then to sit up in my face, play up in my face as if there is not a bullying issue, that there is not a colorism issue, because y'all had to shut down LA initially. I'm sorry, not LA, whichever franchise it was, for a whole hot minute, because people were pulling out in terms of like, you're not going to play in my face. And then rather than have OG to sit down with you and Mark Lamont Hill to actually have the conversation, you X her out, and y'all only did that because y'all saw the blowback leading to the reunion. So y'all went and gave us this little extra piece. I don't see it for her. Again, as a African-American woman, I applaud you for your businesses, make your money, boo-boo, but in the nicest way possible, fuck you. So until she is off my screen, you not getting my view. I'll review the show.
Oh, okay, because I stopped watching it for a very long time, and this is not so.
And just so y'all know, this was nice, because y'all heard how I went up on Evelyn. This was nice.
Question first.
This was nice.
Let me ask the question first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My question is, you think she has that much power as an EP to do all of these things?
She doesn't.
And she's not the name only?
She doesn't.
She did, not anymore though. She did have power. She doesn't anymore though.
What? No, when she tried to fire Brandy, but she did not. She doesn't have enough power to fire someone like that. But what she did do is she went and got all the girls together to not film with her, to X her show. She does little stuff like that, and she made it to where she, like, if you go to the very first season of Basketball Wives and how Gloria ate her ass up at the table to where she was sitting there with her hands shaking because she couldn't handle it. That was the first and last time we ever had it to where they gave you something real when it came to her. Other than that, she just sits here and helps to orchestrate the stuff, throw the rock, hide her hand. I ain't got it for you. I ain't got it to do. Because when Brandy sat here and called you the B word, because she said you are, she like, well, let me put that, you know what? Thank you for your services. Like, so rather than just do the conversation, you want to attempt to fire her because you don't have that much power to fire her. Okay, I see you. And then you want to steal the Texas show from Tammy, and rather than give her EP credit, you go to another location in Texas to rebrand it, which is the real reason why your nappy head ass, big nostril ass, and took your ass to Texas, because it ain't got nothing to do with your kids. It's because you want to get this damn show off the ground. You not finna play in my damn face. I've been watching reality TV too. I was trying to be nice. Now, this your fault. This your fault, Abby. I was trying to be nice to the heifer. I was trying to be nice.
Okay. Well, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Huh?
Because my phone started ringing, and I'm on my phone, so
yeah, we can see you and hear you.
See me and hear me. Okay.
I'm sorry.
So that's a lot.
This is why I'm saying, for really be like, if you got the time, go back, and it's a lot to watch because it breaks off into another franchise, then comes back into one. But just go back and watch all the debauchery, so you can truly understand.
This is where I sit with it. Okay, this is just me.
Uh-huh.
I don't have an opinion about Shawnee at all. I don't. I am not an Evelyn fan.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm not an Evelyn fan.
I don't know her,
but I have been watching the show since OG came on the show. Uh-huh. So I think that my opinion of OG is based on what I've seen on the show. I don't feel like I need to go back and watch all 20 seasons to understand what I saw and what my interpretation was of what happened to OG. It may not match other people's opinion, and that's fine. But I'm not an Evelyn fan. Like, I don't like Evelyn, and I don't care about Shawnee. Because I think she's just like cardboard on the wall. Like, she has no personality, and she's just there. So I have no opinion about Shawnee. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So here's
I totally understand. I'm just saying my opinions is because I've watched all this, and with last season,
I get it. No,
I'm not saying that OG did not have her moments of aggression and all the other stuff, and I know part of that is tied to her, background, being Nigerian. Get all that, but the way that they literally painted her in this matter, when y'all never painted Love Her Down, but y'all ain't never give that treatment to Tammy. Y'all ain't never give that treatment to Evelyn. I'm being nice. Y'all ain't never give that to her, but y'all allow women who threw hands, threw bottles, jumped over tables, threw water, threw a lit candle. You let these women sit on the main stage, but when you get to OG, the only physical thing she did was flung Evelyn to keep her from attacking Cece from behind like a punk. But you want her on a separate stage because she's aggressive and she's violent, though she may have threatened these women, which Tammy has and Evelyn has. All that I'm saying is, not saying that OG did not show any aggression last season, because she did. It is what it is. But not for you. But what Lashandra ain't finna do, sit here and try to make it seem like this woman is the only one that is so aggressive and painted this narrative. Rally the girls to sit here and follow her down this line.
Okay,
like,
so
not finna do. You let these other violent women who physically did stuff sit on the main stage for other reunions. One woman, you want to sit her and X her out. When they were on that cash trip and Evelyn was so scared of her, but you allowed them to go meet them at the spring because she wanted to come to her with these receipts. You not finna play in my face like this. You are not. That's what gets me.
Okay, so I don't know nothing about none of this shit. If you aggressive, you just aggressive. Like all of them feel like they aggressive to me. Like I feel like that her teeth is aggressive. Like I don't like they all feel, everybody except for Jackie. Like I all feel like they bound to pop off at any given. You breathe wrong and it's gonna be a throw hand. All of them are like that. I feel that way about all of them, and I only seen the one episode with all of them on it, and they all give off that level of you want to in this motherfucker, but it's gonna turn out what you like. So
I also forgot to mention that, I'm sorry about, I really didn't mean to cut you off. I also forgot to mention that LaQuisha threw a whole table at Jen, the Crimson Chin, Malaysia, threw a whole damn table, but you let her sit at the reunion. Okay, all right. I'm just saying, like, I've watched the show. I'm sorry.
Well, let me say this. I think that what they did to OG at the reunion was fucked up. Now that I agree with. That I 100% agree with. What that happened at the reunion was fucked up. I do. Now that I agree 100%. But yeah, whatever.
Somebody wrote a whole dissertation in my comment section after reviewing one episode.
Mm-hmm.
And because I literally said at the beginning, I know people have issues with Evelyn, but leave her children alone. Why are you threatening? Why are you sending death threats to the kids? What the kids do to you? Them kids sitting over there eating their Cheerios, minding their fucking business. Why is you messing with these people's children? That don't even make no fucking sense. And then somebody wrote, this lovely young man got into my comment section. There was like 4 or 5 paragraphs to his comment. And he started off, well, I think Evelyn may be lying about death threats. Okay, now here's what we're not going to do. Because people go crazy over this fucking show.
They do.
So I know good and damn well she got death threats. I seen some of the conversations people have about Drag Race, and that's a competition show. They wish.
Oh, no, she definitely got death threats. She definitely got death threats.
She definitely got. I want people to understand everything is not a put on for this freaking show. I absolutely believe she got death threats. Which, please don't send death threats to people. Why are we here over a fucking reality show? If you don't like it that much, don't fucking watch it.
I just want them to let me host the next reunion.
No,
let me host it.
Not be unbiased. No, sir. No.
Huh?
No. Now.
I'm gonna ask the questions, and if you try to talk around the topic, I'm gonna bring you back to the. I'm gonna keep it all the way. Because here's the thing, I give everybody.
That being that's who
I give you fever over here.
I don't know. Like I said, for me, and that's why if you look at my review, when OG had the conversation with Jackie and they got into the whole thing about last season and colorism and racism and stuff. If you watch my review, you notice I skipped right over that shit. It was like, so Jackie and OG were at lunch and they were talking about having a conversation with Shawnee. She was talking about the new house and all that. Because I'm not doing this with people this year. I'm just not. It's a no-win conversation. Oh, thank you, Corlette. Amos, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Because it's a no-win conversation. It just it goes nowhere.
Hold on. So I know you don't want to talk about it. I just need to get clear on exactly what happened because I wasn't here last season, so I missed it. So she said, "You're ugly," and then she put a gorilla emoji on somebody's post and laughed.
Okay,
at her.
So what happened, to sum it up with them, is it came out that Chad, who is Evelyn's ex-husband for all of 2 seconds, had messaged OG way back when. So then Evelyn got in her fifis because she already did not like her because Shawnee did not like her. So when they got on this trip, she decided to call her ex-husband, who is her abuser, which she has gone down this rabbit hole with. You call your abuser to get, edited DMs so you can confront this woman with. So, but before that, she started calling her ugly, this, that, and third. So when she called her, she like, okay, well, Chad wanted me. If I'm ugly, your ex-husband wanted me. Your ex-husband was talking to me. So if I'm ugly, he didn't think I was ugly. That's how that whole thing went. And then she came with the receipt. She was like, oh no, I'm gonna read you what I got in my phone. And they were talking back when those two were still dating. Chad was talking to her while he was still courting Evelyn and said, oh, I just kick it with her, but we could still be friends, that whole thing. So then Evelyn decided to go to her social media, and then it was that whole monkey emoji, and she said on the show, well, I looked up laughing, and this is one of the first 5, which is BS. And for you to be from New York, being around a whole lot of African Americans, and for you to claim being Afro-Latina, though this is your last year was her first time ever claiming it, you would know that the monkey emoji has,
Not you.
Oh, the monkey emoji has literally been connected to African American people. So regardless of how you meant it, and then those two were arguing over social media anyway with their posts. So you know what you were doing.
Making me too fast. Hold on. You put your foot all the way down through the floor. Hold on. So she called her a monkey.
She did not call her a monkey, but she did a post and had a monkey there. Now, last year she did call Cece Ling Ling, and she had also at one point called Jackie a roach.
Okay, so let me get this clear. She put a monkey emoji on a post, and she said she was ugly. That's what we. So I said you're ugly, and then I put a monkey emoji on a post, and now I'm a colorist. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that's the only thing, but based off of this little bit, yeah, sure.
I call people ugly all the time, so I don't. But okay, I'm gonna separate the 2 incidences. We're gonna get to a minute. Honey, you ugly, and I don't like you. What does that got to do with your skin tone? I'm talking about your face and how that's shaped together. I don't. That's not me as being a lighter skinned person. I'm not as red as that one next to me, but I have called people ugly, and people have called ugly, and never once have I thought you're only calling me ugly because I'm dark skinned. Maybe I'm not aesthetically pleasing to you. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You're not gonna look good. What does that got to do? I don't get how you equate you're ugly. Did she say your skin is ugly?
It was only that, but like I said, Evelyn has been notorious. This was all said, her being notorious for dropping the N-bomb, and in certain moments she used stuff to appropriate where she, like, here's the thing, she is a light-skinned Latina, but so recently she has been
difference between that and what Cardi B does and what J-Lo does. Like, J-Lo does the same. J-Lo has used the word nigga in music.
And they came for her, and she ain't did it ever since.
But they don't label her like they no, that's not true. They don't come for her like that. Because it was a comment, it was a conversation, but ain't nobody label her a racist and all that. They ain't like the fact that she was using it, but ain't nobody come for her like that.
Because it was Ashanti singing it. It wasn't her.
That's the conversation too,
but look, all that I'm gonna say is, like I said, one, you gotta talk to OG about that, but from where I stand, Evelyn Lozada has displayed a lot of coloristic tendencies, some racist tendencies that does not make her racist, but they are very charged in that way. For me, I see her as a colorist, not a racist, but this is me speaking based on what I've seen on this show from when I first started watching up until this. To me, she is a colorist bully that is very insecure and that ain't got no hands.
Okay, but I've always known her to be an equal opportunity asshole, so I don't. So maybe I'm missing it. Like
P, they did come for her. I'm not saying that the conversation didn't come up, but I just don't remember all this rah-rah. I mean, she's still at the Super Bowl and shit. That's all I'm saying.
Who at the Super Bowl?
J-Lo. Didn't J-Lo do the Super Bowl last year or something?
Yeah, with Shakira, and it should have just been Shakira.
And
we ain't need J-Lo up there.
We ain't need J-Lo. I'm not doing this.
I mean, she was at the inauguration, all that. So I'm just...
they let J-Lo get up there and do a Motown. You know, when
she salsa shit me across the stage. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she sure did.
What you mean?
All I'm saying is this. Listen, I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna get off here. And y'all can cuss me out in the comments. OG is aggressive and OG is ugly in my eyes, and I don't care.
Yeah, I don't find her to be very attractive. I wanted to do her eyelashes so bad. Oh my God, daughter, what did you do?
She's aggressive. She came on the show aggressive. She came on the show coming for people.
Well,
I mean, Evelyn is a bully. Don't get me wrong. Evelyn is a bully, and I'm not an Evelyn fan either. And yes, Evelyn is a bully, but she came for Kristen, and Kristen ain't do nothing to that woman, and she came for Kristen. So, and Kristen is dark skinned. So what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. Like, OG is no angel. Sorry.
I like bullies when they bully the people that I don't like. Is that wrong? Because I was a huge fan of Tammy. Yeah.
I'm still a fan of Tammy.
I love Tammy.
I love her.
You know, but that's what I'm saying. Evelyn is a bully. Evelyn did bully Cece. Evelyn did bully Tammy. And yeah,
wait, no, she didn't. She attempted. No, she attempted to bully Tammy. You got to go back and watch the first season with Tammy boom bop that ass when she said you a motherfucking. I'm sorry, factor. And once she said that, Tammy went and got all of. Okay, she attempted.
In one of her songs, Young Rich, she used the word.
Who? Oh, J-Lo. Yeah.
It's the I'm Real. I think it's the remix, I believe, with Ja Rule, if I'm not mistaken.
It's anyway. But that's all I'm saying. Like, for me, I guess that was my whole thing last year. Like I said, I'm not saying, and I think a lot of people misunderstood. Well, not misunderstood. They hear what they want to hear. Just because I wasn't all team OG does not mean I was team Evelyn. Like, one does not equal the other. Like, I wasn't team Evelyn either. But I just feel like both of them were wrong, period. I think both of them behaved badly and both of them were wrong. That's just it. I don't know. Anyway.
They both go to hell as far as they don't have to be on this show. I am more concerned as why is you building a house with a nigga
that you're not married to?
Your boyfriend.
That's the dumbest.
Look, it's a new day and age, and look, what works for them might not work for you.
And mind you, she been begging that man for a ring for 3 seasons. I'm more concerned about that.
She's begging him for a ring.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't find her attractive, but her body is all. Girl, you ain't got the bag for no ring. Daughter, what is you doing? You better pop that pussy in the head.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm done. OG, if you listening to me, when you finally realize that Kwame ain't worth nothing, what I want you to do, and this is the petty in me speaking, go holler at Chad, marry Chad, and then bring him on the show. That's all.
Chad's engaged, so you know.
And what that mean? Chad was still cheating on Evelyn while he was married. So again, OG, go ahead.
That is true.
Chad,
all right,
bring him on the show.
Well, I'm going to get off of here and head on over to El Teddy's room. Y'all, if y'all want to have a conversation about what goes down over to the Black church. Y'all head on over there. Jonathan, if you're still in the bushes and you want to be on the panel, I can send you the link. I'm sure.
Jonathan, you in the bushes.
He was, yeah, he said hi. You missed it. See, he came in and said hi. If you're interested in being on the panel and speaking in reference to the Black church, let me know. Send me an email or something because I can shoot you the link. Because El Teddy, I'm sure, wouldn't have a problem with that.
Now I'll be there, but I'll have to leave on the hour because growing up hip hop comes on, and I try to get my review out the night of. So I'll be there up until the top of the hour.
All right. Well, thank y'all for coming through. Thank everybody for being here.
Give Jonathan my number, please. Thank you.
You said Jonathan do what?
I said give Jonathan my number since you handed him out links and stuff. Give him my number.
Oh, and just to let y'all know, I just clicked on the L Teddy. Literally dropped the link in the chat. So
okay. So so Jonathan, go ahead if you want to come on the panel. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'm about to hit the button. Talk to y'all later.